Inclusive education allows students of diverse backgrounds to learn and grow side by side to the benefit of all, despite their differences. It involves the process of increasing the participation of all learners as well as reducing the exclusion from cultures, curricula, and communities. Restructuring of policies and practices in schools are also involved in order to respond to the diversity of learners in their community. Learners with barriers should be accepted into any school as any ordinary learner and should not be vulnerable due to disabilities, impairments, behavioral issues, or learners from diverse backgrounds. Inclusion means that all people have the right to be respected and appreciated as valuable members of their communities, despite their abilities, disabilities, or healthcare needs. Therefore, improvement for staff as well as for learners in schools lead to active participation of all learners in activities and cultures. What is inclusive education about? Inclusive education aims to understand that all children are capable of learning as long as they have support. All learners are different from each other and they all have different needs to each other, which are all equally valued. Education structures, systems, and learning methodologies need to be altered to meet the needs of all the learners. All differences in each learner need to be acknowledged as well as respected. Inclusive education is broader than formal schooling and is aware that children learn at home, in their communities, and within modes of formal and informal structures. Inclusive education aims to meet the needs of each and every learner by changing attitudes, behavior, teaching methodologies, curricula, and the environment. Inclusive education minimizes barriers of learning and maximizes learner participation in activities and culture. Inclusive education enables learners to participate in the process of learning by developing their strengths and working on their weaknesses.
How can inclusive education be implemented in the classroom? Firstly, teachers should use the universal design when planning their lessons. Teachers should use different methods to explain the work as all learners learn differently. Teachers should read the work out loud to accommodate auditory learners. Teachers should also show the work on the whiteboard or on a PowerPoint presentation to accommodate visual learners. Presenting the information in different ways will give all learners an opportunity to learn to the best of their abilities, including children with disabilities. Teachers should also allow learners to complete assessments in a way that makes them feel most comfortable. For example, teachers could give learners an option of completing the worksheet in writing or orally. Teachers should also use different flexible methods to help learners learn, such as role playing and showing them short, catchy videos to explain the work. Secondly, allowing learners to work in small groups. Teachers should divide learners in small groups and explain the work individually to each group. This will ensure that all learners understand the work and will give learners an opportunity to ask questions if they are lost. Teachers should also ensure all groups are working towards a goal and all group members are cooperating. And lastly, providing extra classes. Teachers should provide free extra classes for learners with learning disabilities that need the extra help and individual attention. Thank you.